What so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rocket's red glare along bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for a land of the free and the home of the
USJ Bruins style. My name's Dan Reaves, along with Coach Joe Holloway. Jonathan Greer producing and directing, and we're back to TV again tonight, Coach, on point5digital.com, where you can watch tonight's game. First round of the regional playoffs. FACS, First Assembly Christian School out of Memphis, taking on our USJ Bruins. And the big left-hander, Ryan Rollerson. Paul Schultze, Lawson Mann on the point5digital.com side, along with Michael Osborne. So here we go, Coach.
Yeah, you want to see those pictures on Point 5 Digital. They are the best thing this side of Major League Baseball, and some of the shots are even better than Major League Baseball. Two teams coming in here looking to advance. This is double elimination. Now, the loser of this game, I believe, has to play the Harding Academy Tipton Rosemark winner. I could be wrong about that, but that would be an elimination. It's a double elimination tournament.
So here we go. Tonight's starting lineups presented by Jones Companies. Of Jones and the family of companies that they have. Ralph III's here with his lovely wife, and Ralph Jones Jr., one of my favorite people on earth, watching at home tonight. Hello there, Mr. Jones. Leading off for USJ, playing center field, is Logan Carey. Let's just set the defense, because USJ, of course, the home team in tonight's game. Over at third base is Eli Browse. At second base, Jake Overton. At shortstop, Alec Harden. At first base is Mr. Rowling. He's the first baseman over there, Seth Rowling. In center field, it's Logan Carey. Right field, Brandon Oswald. And in left field tonight is William Jones, the grandson of Ralph Jones Jr. Ryan Rollerson, the pitcher. Garrett Guyman, the catcher. Garrett, the son of Scott Guyman, Scott and Tammy Guyman. And leading off for FACS is the third baseman, Blake Wimberly. He's quite an athlete, isn't he, Coach?
He really is.
Rollerson unwinds, fires, a swing and a miss through that fastball blind. First pitch clocked it around, I don't know, 95 probably, Coach.
Yeah, now his brother is committed to Memphis, University of Memphis already, and he probably will. He's a sophomore.
Rollerson, the 0-1, bunt attempt, fouled away behind home plate. It's 0-2, and that one may have caught Garrett Guyman. He looks like he's a little slow to get up.
And that stings, and it hurts. And this is good umpiring. You walk the ball out there and take a little time, and you give Guyman time to walk it off. Depending on where and how it hit. Sometimes you got to pull the old ethyl chloride out and freeze it a little bit. And
walk it down the third base line, trying to shake it off. And home plate umpire Jerry Marsh, he is a seasoned veteran, as you mentioned, Coach. He knew right what to do to give the catcher some time. And Chad Goff is over at first base umpire tonight. So a two-man crew and a very experienced and very talented umpiring crew.
Well, these are two of the better umpires. We have a lot of good umpires around here, but these are both very seasoned and experienced. And Rollison opening up 0-2 count here.
0-2 on the leadoff man, Blake Wimberly. Blake bats from the right side of the place against a left-handed fireballer. Rollison unwinds, fires, bounce it up there. A waste pitch, they call it.
Tempt him, and it was going to be an outside pitch no matter what. And see if he comes back with that number one right here.
Ball and 2 strikes on the leadoff man. First Assembly Christian School here at USJ. Here's the 1-2 pitch on its way. Swing and a miss. He struck him out.
And that pitch at a really good spot, low and away, and it had some speed on it.
That'll bring up the left fielder for FACS, Nathan Carter. He also hits from the right side of the plate. Well, it's a great-looking new addition out there in left center field on that deck. First pitch, body tip. He decided to not off-rat it. It's downstairs, ball 1.
It really is, and somebody did some really good work.
Nice addition out there, it really is. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss. That slider right by him. Evens the count at a ball and a strike.
And I think for the night's over, you're going to see several more bunt attempts, even though I think the coach is taking the bunt off now.
1-2. The bunt attempt make it the 1-1. Bunt attempt and decided not to off-rat it. 2-1.
Okay, I've got to figure out what the indicator is, and I'll have their signs.
Okay, the game is on. This is what coach does. 2 balls and 1 strike on Carter. 2-1. Bunted, popped it up behind home plate. It's not going to hang in the air long enough for Guyman to make a play on it, so that'll even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes on Nathan Carter. FACS with a record of 7 wins and 21 losses. They get that last seed. That's why they're having to play the number 1 seeded Bruins here to open up the postseason. Here's a 2-2. Rollison uncoils, fires, popped him up. That'll make it out of play. We'll do it again. 2-2. And coach, this begins once the USJ is hoping for it to be a long postseason that will end up in the spring fling and another state championship.
Yeah, we want to be there at Murfreesboro.
Here's a 2-2. Curveball, struck him out looking. Oh, beauty. Backdoored him on that outside corner. 2 gone here at the top of the first inning.
You cannot afford to take that pitch when you've got 2 strikes on you. And it looks like Logan Carey is going to shade most of these right-handed batters about 15 steps off of dead center, slightly towards the line in right, and a little bit towards center field with the left fielder.
That brings up the catcher, Matthew Priest. First pitch, fastball, called strike 1. Well, Rollison is on tonight. Well, I think he's on every night. The 0-1. Bunt attempt, fouled back. And out of play, it's 0-2. We've seen Rollison get off to, by his standards, slow starts, getting behind the batters, but not tonight.
Yeah, a lot of times that first or second batter, there'll be one that'll be high and it'll sail a little bit, but after that, he settles down.
The 0-2 pitch, bunted back to the mound. Rollison fills it over to first base in plenty of time, and down go the Crusaders in order at the top of the first inning. We'll move to the bottom of inning number 1. No score, USJ and FACS on Jackson's News Talk 101.5 and .5digital.com.
Hey, this is Chuck Walker with Southeastern Termite Pest Control. Don't you love the start of spring, baseball, sunshine, and termite swarms? If you haven't had your home protected by Southeastern by now, then today is the day. Swarming termites are literally trying to start new colonies every day that the temperature is above 70 degrees. Don't spend thousands of dollars getting the exact same treatment that we could do correctly for half the cost. Don't spend hundreds of dollars every year allowing bait stations around your home and wait for the termites to find them and hoping that it actually works. Call a company that will do it right the first time, every time. Termites aren't the only thing coming out this spring. Give us a call for any ant, mosquito. Have you heard of the Zika virus? Spider, flea, tick, or any other possible pest problem at your house. There's a reason why your neighbors use us in their homes. Give us an opportunity to earn your business as well. Give us a call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for all of your termite and pest control needs, fungus and moisture control, floor support, home additions, insurance work, mold inspections, brown recluse, or anything else. Southeastern 660-1052. That's Southeastern 660-1052.
Keeping you informed, alerted, and entertained. We're Jackson's News Talk, 101.5 FM.
USJ Bruin Baseball being presented in part by Garrett Plumbing and Air Conditioning, serving the Jackson area since 1955. We all know Charlie and his family. As honest as the day is long, and Coach, now's the time to get that system, your units, checked right now. You don't want it to go out on you in July and August. Let's Garrett Plumbing and Air Conditioning come out and give it a once-over.
Yeah, great, honest appraisal. Good guy. I've known Charlie since he was a young man in elementary school, and he'll do you a good job. And you're right, Dan. Man, in July and have your air conditioning go out,
Coach.
You better call Charlie.
You better call him. Here's the number, 868-4230. 868-4230. Visit GarrettPlumbingandHeating.com. Don't take care of all your troubles there before they become bigger problems. Leading off for USJ is the center fielder and one of the better players in the state of Tennessee, Logan Carey. Hits from the left side of the plate, son of Jimmy Carey. First pitch is outside, ball one. The 1-0 outside, it's 2-0. The pitcher tonight for FACS is Jeffrey Nikes, or is how's it pronounced?
Nikes.
Nikes. He's a right-hander, a submariner. 2-0 is outside, 3-0. Coach, he pitches out of the stretch.
Yeah, changes speeds. He was a pitching change tonight from the original pitcher. Logan Carey hitting .588, Dan.
That's all. 3-0, caught the outside corner.
Well, that's what a good leadoff man does. You make him throw some pitches, give everybody a look, get yourself a look. He's hit 4 home runs this year.
3-1 pitch to Carey. Beauty right there, crossed him up, called strike two. So the count is full on leadoff man Logan Carey for USJ. Bottom of the first inning, scoreless. FACS went in order. Here's the payoff pitch, fouled back and out of play.
Now that's what you got to do when the pitch is low and away and you can't, good protection, and you foul the pitch off. This young man's got good bat control.
USJ coached by Jack Peel. Here's the payoff pitch, bouncing ball towards second base. Fielded cleanly over to first, inside for round number one. So Carey's gone, grounding out to second. That'll bring up right fielder Brandon Oswald. He also hits from the left side of the plate, and Coach, he's another tough out.
He really is. He'll make good contact. Now, this young man on the mound doesn't throw as hard as a lot of people would like, but he keeps you off balance. He'll change speeds, and coming out of the stretch and sidearm is tough.
First pitch to Oswald is outside, ball one.
Almost Dennis Eckerly style.
Yeah, really. 320 down the lines here at USJ. The 1-0. Line drive into left field. That's a base hit. And Oswald is the first base runner of the evening as he singles sharply with a line drive to left field.
Good piece of hitting. Took a pitch that was out over the outside corner and took it to left field.
That brings the catcher to the plate, Garrett Guyman. The number 3-hole hitter. He hits from the right side of the plate against the right-handed pitching Nikes. Oswald, a speedster. First pitch inside, ball one.
They'll probably try to tie Garrett's hands up, and then they'll work him away. And that pitch was the first of the inside pitches.
1-0 on Garrett Guyman. 1-0 is high inside. It's 2-0 on Guyman. It doesn't get any easier as Seth Rolling is on deck here, the cleanup man for USJ. 2-0 pitch, swing and a miss. Boy, I tell you, Garrett really would like to have that one back. He was trying to deposit that one out there in that beautiful deck in left center field.
He really was. If it makes contact, they would have had one out there in the nice deck.
2-1 on Guyman. 2-1 is Oswald running. Oswald going to slide in there, swipe second base easily. The throw's high and into center field, but backed up nicely so it doesn't get away far enough for Oswald to take third base. Good job out there in center field, back of that throw up.
Yeah, Tyler Mills hustling in there to back the play up. Base hit right here, but now Guyman's got to guard the plate.
2-2 on Guyman. Oswald on second base. One down in the bottom of the first inning. Scoreless game. 2-2 pitch. Fouled off down the right field line and twisting out of play. So what do we call those folks out there on the deck in left center field?
Well, you could call them the leisure people.
The leisure lights.
Yeah.
Hey, if you guys out there in left center field on the deck are listening, wave at us. Let us know here.
Now, is that the bleacher bums in left field?
Well, we can go with the bleacher bums, yeah.
Or bleacher creatures? I don't know. What do you want to call them?
Yeah, then they're standing around right down the left field line. 2-2 on Guyman. Here's a 2-2 way outside. Nice job of Sabi. Snap throw to second base as Guyman hustles back to second safely.
Matthew Priest with a good snap throw, and he didn't hesitate, Dan. He fielded the wild pitch and kept it from going anywhere and shot it down to second.
Yeah, Priest got out there, blocked that one nicely. Payoff pitch due to Garrett Guyman. It won't be made. Throw to second base. And Oswald is back there easily. So Oswald really has the attention of the pitcher, knee case. 1 out, bottom of inning number 1. FACS went in order in their half of the inning. USJ with 1 out, a man in scoring position. And a number 3 hole hitter at the plate. Payoff pitch, lined left field and deep. Moving over to his left a few steps and back a few steps and putting this one away out there at left field was Nathan Carter. Round number 2, I thought that one had a chance right off the bat, Coach, but it's a windy day.
Well, the wind's blowing in, Dan, and it held it up.
Expect the wind to die down a bit as we move deeper into the game, but right now it's still whipping out there, and it brings up the first baseman, Seth Rolling. 2 gone now, and Oswald still on second base. So it's up to Seth. Case pitching out of the stretch, fires, popped him up in the right field in shallow. In comes the right fielder, had him played perfectly over into right center field. So Carson Penn squeezes that one for out number 3. So that'll do it for the Bruins. 1 hit and 1 left on base. No errors in the bottom of the first inning. We'll move to inning number 2. Scoreless, USJ and FACS on Jackson's News Talk, 101.5 and .5digital.com.
Could you do your job better without the hassle of glasses or contacts? Maybe better eyesight could help you with your new profession or your current one. Dr. David Underwood at the LASIK Center of Jackson offers Z-LASIK eye surgery to restore sharp vision. Z-LASIK is totally bladeless, all laser technology, safe and gentle. The LASIK Center of Jackson is offering free screenings and financing through Care Credit. Here's what one Z-LASIK patient says.
Hi, I'm Haley Surratt. I'm a hairstylist in Savannah. I've always wanted LASIK surgery. I was blind as a bat, so I wasn't sure if I was a candidate. When the LASIK Center ran a promotion allowing you to pay for the surgery over a 2-year period, I made an appointment to see if I was a candidate. Dr. David Underwood did my Z-LASIK surgery in October. I now see perfectly and have no problems. I've told many of my friends and customers about the great experience I had, and several have had the procedure as well.
Sharp vision, no glasses or contacts. That could be the key to success in your career. Call 668-0064 or visit LASIKofJackson.com today. Take advantage of the LASIK Center of Jackson's offer of free screenings and financing. 668-0064.
The latest news, hottest talk. Jackson's News Talk, 101.5 FM.
On to the second inning we go. USJ Bruin baseball being presented in part by Best One Tire and Auto Care, 2690 Bells Highway in Jackson and 1180 South Dupree in Brownsville. Open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. and on Saturdays from 7 a.m. to noon. Visit BestOneTireOfJackson.com for promotional discounts and rebates And now through July 4th, we've got your Firestone Visa prepaid card. You can get $60 off right there. Visit bestoneTireofJackson.com. Leading off for FACS is the cleanup man, Jack Grissom. He plays shortstop and hits from the right side of the plate. First pitch is foul tipped into the mid. It's 0-1.
Good, strong young man, capable of reaching the fences if he gets hold of one.
Oh, yeah. The 0-1 pitch, curveball, stayed outside. It's 1-1. My name's Dan Reaves, along with Coach Joe Holloway. Jonathan Greer is our producer and director. Paul Schultze, Lawson Mann, and Michael Osborne on the .5digital.com side. The 1-1 popped back out of play. It's 1-2. Yeah, Coach, Ryan Rollison, one of the best pitchers in America, is getting ahead of all the batters so far here early.
And that makes him even tougher, and he's doing a good job of keeping it out of the wheelhouse of each hitter.
1-2 pitch on its way. Bunt attempt, and he missed it. Strange with 2 strikes to attempt to bunt, but he did. And he's the cleanup hitter, and he strikes out.
Well, that'll be the 3rd strikeout of the night.
That'll bring up the designated hitter, Bailey Wimberly.
Liberty has won today, Dan, 2-1 over Covington.
Hey, way to go, Crusaders. Nice win. Rollison uncoils, fires. It's driven deep right field, way back there near the wall, and making the catch. A beautiful play out there on the warning track in right field, made by Brandon Oswald. I mean, that was sharply hit, Coach.
And Blaine Wimberly, you're right. He is all that was advertised. He's the young man that has committed to the University of Memphis.
Yeah. Right fielder Carson Penn will stand in there. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 2nd inning for Ryan Rollison and the Bruins. Rollison uncoils, fires, downstairs, ball 1. Like everyone's attempting to bunt here.
Well, you want to just get runners on because Ryan's had so many innings where there's no runners, and you got to put pressure on the Bruins somehow.
1-0. Here's the 1-0. Inside, it's 2-0 on Carson Penn. Yeah, Wimberly headed to the University of Memphis, Coach. As you mentioned, he really got into that fastball. 2-0 pitch downstairs. It's 3-0 on Penn. We're in the top of inning number 2. FACS playing here at USJ, first round of the region playoffs in high school baseball. So far, the first 5 batters have been retired. 3 of those strikeouts by Rollison. 3-0 pitch, fastball, strike 1.
Yeah, you knew the Von Ryan Express was coming down Main Street.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised to see another fastball here. Hitter's advantage count, though.
3-1 pitch, Rollison uncoils, fires on the outside corner, called strike 2. He certainly didn't offer him up anything juicy there, did he?
No, he didn't, and he's probably coming fastball again.
Payoff pitch on its way. Fouled down the first base side over the FACS dugout and out of play. USJ, 5-time state champions, 99, 2001, 2002, went back-to-back. Won again in 012 and then again in 14. Payoff pitch on its way. Swing and a miss. He struck him out with a curveball. So Rollison falls behind 3-0, then comes back to get Carson Palmer, or make that Carson Penn. With the
he probably
strikeout.
would have gotten Carson Palmer,
I think
too.
You're right, Coach. So we move on to the bottom of the 2nd inning. Scoreless, FACS at USJ on Jackson's News Talk. 101.5 and .5digital.com.
Nothing says freedom quite like getting behind the wheel of a new Ford. Let freedom ring at Gene Langley Ford's Memorial Day Savings Event going on now with massive savings. We are offering top dollar for your trade, and when we say top dollar, we mean it. What's your trade worth? We will double it. Up to $7,000 over KBB fair market value on new Fords. And that's not all. Gene Langley Ford will give you up to $7,000 over KBB for your trade and 0% financing for 60 months on most new Fords. At Gene Langley Ford, you'll get top dollar for your trade and 5 years interest-free. No better time than now to get behind the wheel of a new Ford and feel what true freedom is like. Don't miss out on Gene Langley Ford's Memorial Day savings event going on now. All month long, we are celebrating freedom the best way we know how with massive savings. Gene Langley Ford, East End Drive, Humboldt. See dealer for complete details.
The most expensive morning show in town.
The story of your success is an inspiration to young people all over the world.
Daybreak, 6 to 8 on News Talk 101.5 FM. Get your money's worth.
Alec Harden leading off. The bottom of the second inning for USJ. Bouncing ball down the third base line and foul for strike number 1. So, Alec Harden, leadoff batter. Stanford's up next, and in Overton for USJ here in the bottom of inning number 2.
Dan, in this division, looks like Harding Academy has beaten Fayette Academy 10-0.
The 0-1 line, foul down the first base line. It's 0-2 on Alec Harden. Tell me that again, Coach.
Harding Academy has won today 10-0 over Fayette Academy.
So I guess Fayette's up next for the winner of this game. Is that correct?
Yeah, that should be correct.
The 0-2 is outside. Ball 1. The 1-2 on its way outside. Ball 2.
And I'm betting odds it was the 10-run rule in 5.
You know, you're probably right there, Coach. I would not bet against you. 2-2 pitch. Line right at the third baseman who snags it for out number 1. That's your man Wembley over there again. He really snagged that. That was well hit there. Alec Harden, some tough luck hitting. 1 gone for USJ here in the bottom of inning number 2. And the designated hitter standing in there, John Stanford's hitting from the right side. First pitch swinging, fouls it over the FACS dugout, strike 1. Jeffrey Nikes, the pitcher for FACS. Submariner, he pitches out of the stretch. It doesn't matter if anyone's on base or not. The 0-1 pitch, curveball outside, ball 1.
A lot of times it takes one complete round, Dan, to adjust to those. It'll be interesting to see after USJ makes a complete round if FACS changes pitchers.
1-1. Caught that inside corner. Beautiful pitch called strike 2.
And he dropped down a little lower on that one to throw it.
Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. The good pitchers are sneaky, aren't they,
Yes,
Coach?
they are.
1-2 pitch. Ooh, nearly hit him. That curveball got away from him. Evens a count at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Dan, he had one knuckle up on that thing. I'm not so sure he wasn't trying to throw your knuckle curve. I know he changes speeds and has different curve, sidearm curve.
Well, I got that thing pat that he'll owe me $5 if he does. The 2-2 fouled away. We'll do it again. Behind home plate.
And you want to make this young man make as many pitches as you can. You don't want to help him out. And Bruin bats, sometimes it takes a little longer to come alive.
Well, I'm watching this game on .5 digital. How beautiful it is. 2-2 is outside, runs the count full. Both Paul Schultze and Lawson Mann. Michael Osborne, our production company, Worthy Road Studios. You won't find better production till you get to ESPN, maybe. Payoff pitch, bounce towards second base. Fielded cleanly over to first in time for out number 2. So 2 gone here in the bottom of inning number 2. And second baseman Jake Overton hitting from the right side will stand in there for the Bruins. We're scoreless here in the bottom of inning number 2, the first round of the region tournament. USJ hosting FACS.
And I believe Overton's hitting .397.
First pitch fouled back to the screen. It's 0-1 in Overton. And he's hitting number 7 in the lineup, Coach. How about that?
That's pretty good right there.
That's not bad, is it,
Good
Coach?
contact, man.
0-1 in Overton. Here's the 0-1 curveball. Stayed high. 1-1.
Go, Jake. Go, Jake.
Jake Overton. 1-1. The 1-1 caught that outside corner. Called strike 2.
Got that black edge of the plate over there.
Let's go 1-0. Let's go 1-0.
The 1-2. That's outside. 2-2. Good eye there by Overton.
Go, Jake. Go,
Well,
Jake.
like I said, you do not want to help this young man. You want to make him, you want to make Nike throw all the pitches that you can.
Absolutely. 2-2's outside. That runs the count full. Curveball, got a lot of movement down there.
Yeah, watch the spin and where it started. He knew it was going outside.
Payoff pitch, curveball, a swing and a miss. He struck him out. So that'll do it for the Bruins in the second. We'll move on to inning number 3. We're scoreless. FACS and USJ. Bruin baseball on Jackson's News Talk 101.5 and .5 digital.com. We'll be right back.
You know the temperature in your home. You should. If your system isn't operating properly, you can't stay cool in the steaming summer months that are to come. That's where Garrett Plumbing and Heating Company can help. With years of experience, Garrett services and repairs residential customers. They also provide estimates on new installations. Quality is job one at Garrett. Call 668-3339 and let Garrett Plumbing, Heating, and Air go to work for you today.
When you step into King Jewelers, you're stepping into a family-owned business in the heart of Jackson with nearly 30 years of experience. Let Grover King set you up with estate jewelry or the amazing Citizen Echo Drive watch, as well as custom-designed jewelry. King Jewelers buys gold and silver, offers Rolex repair, as well as watch and jewelry repair. Check out the selection of gemstone jewelry and diamond stud earrings. Store hours are Monday through Friday, 9:30 till 5:30 and 10 till 2 on Saturday. King Jewelers, 16 Conrad Drive in Jackson.
When you need to know.
I know. Yeah, I know.
There's only one place to go.
Yeah, I know. I do. I do too.
Get in the know.
It's what I need to know.
Information you need to know on News Talk 101.5 FM.
USA Bruin Baseball being presented by the Hughes Eye Center. Dr. Matt Hughes, Dr. Casey Davis, and the LASIK Center of Jackson, where they offer Z-LASIK eye surgery, the bladeless way to restore share vision with Chief LASIK Surgeon Dr. David Underwood. All on Stonebridge in Jackson. Hughes Eye Center, they treat diabetic eye disease, cataracts, glaucoma, you name it. Visit LASIKofJackson.com. I trust my eyes to the pros at the Hughes Eye Center and LASIK Center of Jackson, and so should you. On to the third inning we go. Leading off for FACS is Garrett Tranum. He's the first baseman. First pitch, strike one called. The 0-1, a nice one down the third base line. Fielded cleanly over to first base with a nice throw for out number 1. Eli Browse playing third base and playing it well, Coach.
He really did. The field is so nice. He had a little slippage, but you know what he did? He took his time, righted himself, and threw the young man out by several steps.
A strike over there. That brings up the left-handed hitting Nick Sharp, the second baseman. It's tough enough to hit Ryan Rollison. It sure is tough to hit him from the left side of the plate. Ryan, first pitch, uncoils, fires, a little bit downstairs, ball 1.
Sharp has an open stance, and he's up at the front of it.
0-1 pitch on its way. Downstairs a little bit. It's 2-0. I think I said 0-1. I meant 1-0. Now it's 2-0.
It's 2-0 now.
Ryan Rollison, the big left-handed pitcher for USJ, signed to play for Ole Miss. 2-0 pitch. Fastball inside corner called, strike 1.
You would have had to call him out if he'd made contact then. His front foot was completely out of the batter's box after he had his stride.
Here's the 2-1 on its way. Bunt popped up down the third base line, and a diving attempt made, and Eli Browse scoops it up before it hits the ground via Ron Say in the World Series, Coach. You remember that when the Penguin come diving in?
Oh, he did. Eli had it all the way. That young man was hustling. He broke as the ball hit the bat.
Beautiful play by Eli Browse for out number 2. I mean, that was in foul territory down the third base line, and Browse just absolutely broke on it, as Coach mentioned, and that diving, sliding attempt made that play. That'll bring up the center fielder, Tyler Mills, with 2 gone and nobody on base. First pitch is swing and a miss. Strike 1 on Mills. Boy, that was beautiful.
It really was. Oh, you love to see kids hustle. And he's made 2 good plays in this inning.
Here's the 0-1. Rollison fires, swing and miss. The slider got by him. It's 0-2. Rollison really piling up his strikeouts. Here's the 0-2. Line drive, base hit down the third base line. That's going to roll in the corner. Rounding first base is Mills. He'll cruise into second base standing. And the no-hitter is broken up with 2 outs in the third inning. First hit of the game for FACS, and it was a grounder sharply down that third base line, Coach.
And you're right about that. And I think Rollison, I could be wrong about this, only given up 4 hits the whole year coming into this
Isn't
game.
that crazy?
I think that's right. And I could be corrected on that.
Back to the top of the lineup, and Blake Wimberly hitting from the right side of the plate. Rollison out of the stretch, uncoils, fires, fouled back, straight back over the screen. It's 0-1.
Go Ryan. Let's go Ryan. Let's get this batter.
Yeah, it looks like Wimberly's not bunting here.
This FACS team is much better than their record. They're well coached. 0-1 on Wimberly. Rollison fires, curveball, and a beauty. Caught the outside corner, called strike 2.
Dan, they've played a pretty tough schedule. I understand they played the Memphis University School, which is definitely no slouch.
Oh, you saw it.
Harding Academy, etc. Yeah, they play some good teams.
Yeah, records like that are misleading unless you look at that schedule, Coach. You're right. 0-2 on Wimberly. Rollison working out of the stretch. Runner going to third, fouled back to the screen. We'll do it again as Mills trying to swipe third base with 2 outs. Tyler Mills doubled with 2 outs down the third base line for FACS. He's on second base. 2 outs. And an 0-2 count on Blake Wimberly. Here's Rollison. Out of that stretch, takes a look back at the runner. Rollison fires, swing and a miss on the curveball, struck him out. So 1 hit and 1 left on base. And the third for FACS will move to the bottom of inning number 3. We're scoreless. USJ hosting FACS on Jackson's News Talk 101.5 and .5digital.com.
Do you know the temperature in your home? You should. If your system isn't operating properly, you can't stay cool in the steaming summer months that are to come. That's where Garrett Plumbing and Heating Company can help. With years of experience, Garrett services and repairs residential customers. They also provide estimates on new installations. Quality is job 1 at Garrett. Call 668-3339 and let Garrett Plumbing and Heating and Air go to work for you today.
When you step into King Jewelers, you're stepping into a family-owned business in the heart of Jackson with nearly 30 years of experience. Let Grover King set you up with estate jewelry or the amazing Citizen Echo Drive watch, as well as custom-designed jewelry. King Jewelers buys gold and silver, offers Rolex repair, as well as watch and jewelry repair. Check out the selection of gemstone jewelry and diamond stud earrings. Store hours are Monday through Friday, 9:30 till 5:30 and 10 till 2 on Saturday. King Jewelers, 16 Conrad Drive in Jackson.
We're not just another radio station. We're your radio station. Jackson's News Talk, 101.5 FM.
USJ Bruin Baseball presented in part by Gene Langley Ford and Humboldt. John and Gene and Richard, they all work right there. That's one way they keep the overhead so low. They say they'll meet or beat any deal, but overhead is so low at Gene Langley Ford and Humboldt. The dealership that service Chili built, they can service all Ford, Lincoln, and Mercury warranties. In fact, they can service any vehicle at Gene Langley Ford and Humboldt on Easton Drive. Visit GeneLangleyFord.com. Great folks, aren't they, Coach?
They are super people. Go by and see them. They'll give you a good deal. Talk to them. They can talk sports, too.
Leading off, the bottom of inning number 3 is left fielder William Jones. His dad sat right next to you, his mom and dad, and his granddad, one of my favorite people on earth, Ralph Jones Jr., watching at home tonight at .5digital.com. The 1-0's inside 2-0 on William Jones.
He's a solid hitter. He's been really tattooing the ball lately, and he could get something started for the Bruins right here.
And he's a speedster. The 2-0 swing, and he fouled it back to the screen. 2-1 on William, who had a great football career, didn't he, Coach?
Oh, yes. I love to watch the replays of the young man. I didn't get to see him play initially, but I watched those replays on .5 Digital.
2-1 pitch. Caught the outside corner. 2-2.
All right, be hitter 5.
And that one was close. Jerry and I'd have to look at it again.
2 balls and 2 strikes on William Jones. Line to center field, right at the center fielder who catches it right in his own tracks. So Jones hit it hard, but right at the center fielder. Tyler Mills patrolling that area for FACS. So 1 gone and nobody on base. Third baseman Eli Browse, who made one of the fantastic plays that you'll ever see from third base a moment ago. First pitch is behind him, ball 1.
Well, he stood there like a rock, and he knew it was behind him. Tell you what the Bruins have got to do. They're hitting too many fly balls and got to get those line drives and really pound that thing through the infield.
1-0 to Browse. Upstairs, 2-0 on Eli. Southeastern Termite Pest Control and Service Company bringing you this game. 2-0. Hit him.
Yep.
It hit him, nipped him going by, so he's headed to first base. With 1 out, and the Bruins in a scoreless game here in the bottom of the 3rd inning will head back to the top of the lineup, and Logan Carey with 1 gone and a man on first base. I think we got a pinch runner, Coach.
Let's see if we do. If we do, look for some games to be played. I'll have to see.
No, that's Eli.
That's Eli. He's got a big lead. He's already passed the cutout.
First pitch to Carey is outside, and ball 1. Southeastern Termite Pest Control and Service Company. There's a lot of spiders out right now. I mean, a lot. 1-0, outside 2-0. Coach, I killed a black widow and a brown recluse about a month ago, and now they're getting even worse, but Southeastern came out and sprayed, and so the brown recluse is gone bye-bye, dead on arrival. So are the black widows. The last thing you need is a brown recluse spider bite on the end of your nose.
Absolutely. I may have to have them come to Fulton, Kentucky. I had a spider drop out of the ceiling yesterday.
Oh, no.
And I wasn't too happy about that. And I don't use the clap method to destroy them where you clap your hands. Only brave people do that. I know what the coach is out there about. First of all, Eli Browse was allowed to get a big lead with nobody checking him. The pitcher and everybody, they're talking strategy and positioning and how they're going to pitch Logan Carey. But also Eli Browse's lead is part of the subject of this trip to the mound. Plus, evidently there's something wrong with the mechanics right now of the pitcher. You know, he's missed the last 2 pitches.
2-0 to Logan Carey. So the meeting of the minds on the mound is over. 2-0 to Logan Carey. Now the throw to first base. Browse gets back, had to shuffle back over there. The Southeastern Termite Pest Control and Service Company, the free home inspection. All you do is call 660-1052. 660-1052. 2-0 to Carey, way outside, 3-0. Now Jeffrey Niecase has kept the Bruins off the scoreboard. We're in the bottom of inning number 3, 1 out. Logan Carey at the plate with a 3-0 count, and Eli Browse on first base. 3-0, right down the middle, strike 1.
And you didn't think they would green light him, even the kind of hitter Logan Carey is. So still a hitter's pitch coming here with the runner on first. Let's see what kind of lead that Browse gets.
Logan Carey hitting over 500 for the year. 3-1. Line to foul down the left field line and out of play. That'll run the count full on Carey.
Good contact, man. Are you running on the 3-2 count? There's only 1 out, so you don't have to run. Be interesting to see what Coach Peel comes up with.
Snap throw to first, and Browse had to dive back in there. He gets back safely. That was a nice move for a right-handed pitcher.
It was. It's the jump turn, and the runner Browse froze for just a second because he was running.
Payoff pitch, high, ball 4. Browse was running, Coach. You nailed that one. They'll throw down to second base, but it won't matter. It's a walk. So Carey will take first base. Browse will move to second base. And the man that's singled sharply the first inning, Brandon Oswald, the second number 2 hole hitter, will stand in there. Only one out and runners on first and second for USJ.
Yeah, he tattooed one back in the first. Base hit could mean a run. Let's see how they're playing. Shading to right field, out in center and straight away, and left and right.
Oswald hits from the left side as well against the right-handed throwing Case. Out of the stretch he goes, fires. A little bit outside, ball one. Brandon was all over that one, because great eye. That was just off the plate, and he took it.
It really was. Brandon, a much better hitter than I ever was. I would have been tempted to bite at it. Turned out it wasn't a great pitch.
That pitch kind of moves away from a left-handed batter, that submariner, doesn't it?
Yeah, it got a little spin that gives it the screwball type action. It's not really a screwball, but it will tail away from a left-hander and into a right-hander.
1-0 on Brandon Oswald. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Fouled back, get out of play. Behind home plate is 1-1. Do they even call them screwballs anymore?
Yeah, there's still a few people that, but you don't hear about it as much. It's really a hard pitch on the arm because of the way you have to turn the arm. Remember Fernando Mania with Valenzuela?
Yep.
Go, Brandon.
1-1 on Brandon Oswald. Runners on first and second for the Bruins. We're in bottom of inning number 3, scoreless in the first round of the region tournaments at USJ. The 1-1. Caught the inside corner. Called strike 2. That's a nice pitch.
And that low inside pitch is tough on a lot. It's a low percentage pitch for a left-handed hitter, and it can be hit, but Ted Williams, if he were still alive, he'd tell you he was one of the greatest hitters of all time.
Yep. 1-2 on Oswald. Here's the 1-2 offering. Curveball stayed outside and high. That'll leave the count at 2-2.
Go, Brandon. Go, Brandon.
Okay, you want to stay alive. You got to make contact. You don't want the strikeout here. Obviously, FACS does want the strikeout.
2-2, 1 out. 2-2 pitch. Fouled over the USJ dugout and out of play. We'll do it again. You know, Mother's Day is coming up on Sunday. King Jewelers is open tomorrow all day, and they have a big-time sale for Mom. But we've got diamonds, loose diamonds, diamond earrings, just diamonds, period. Beautiful watches and necklaces, estate pieces for Mom. 2-2 on Oswald. 2-2 pitch on its way. Fouled down the left field line, twisting out of play. We'll do it again. And you know, Grover Blue Eyes King, it's a family-owned business. Free gift wrapping for Mom. 16 Conrad Drive. You can take care of Mom tomorrow.
Do it, because one day you're going to wish you could buy a gift.
2-2 on its way. Curveball downstairs. Oswald took it. That'll run the count full.
Great piece of hitting by Brandon. He has worked him. He's fouled pitches off, and now he's got a 3-2 count. Be interesting. I don't think they'll be running with the pitch. Only one out this time.
Bruins on first and second base. Oswald on first. Browse got it second. Case won't go to the plate. He'll turn around and try to chase Browse back to second.
And that could change things, and I should have watched Jack down there to see if there's any action fixing to happen.
The off pitch due to Brandon Oswald. Case uncoils, fires, downstairs, ball 4. And that'll load the bases. And, Coach, you're right. That was a tremendous at-bat by Brandon Oswald.
It was. He worked him, and he got – that's just as good as a hit. And I'm going to tell you what, really proud of that at-bat. And now the sacks are jammed. Garrett Guyman, who flied deep to left field, got under it just a little more than he wanted to.
Garrett Guyman, the catcher, the number 3 hole hitter, is standing in there, and it's right where you want to be and right who you'd like to have at the plate. Garrett Guyman, bases loaded. We're in the bottom of inning number 3. USJ and FACS first round region playoffs. high school baseball. And the Bruins have loaded the bases with 1 out. And Garrett Guyman stands in there in a scoreless game in the bottom of the 3rd inning. And it looks like we're going to get a pitching change, and we are. So we'll take a 60-second break and come back here because the stage is set for Garrett Guyman and the Bruins on Jackson's News Talk 101.5 and .5digital.com.
Hey, this is Chuck Walker with Southeastern Termite Pest Control. Don't you love the start of spring, baseball, sunshine, and termite swarms? If you haven't had your home protected by Southeastern by now, then today is the day. Swarming termites are literally trying to start new colonies every day that the temperature is above 70 degrees. Don't spend thousands of dollars getting the exact same treatment that we could do correctly for half the cost. Don't spend hundreds of dollars every year allowing bait stations around your home and wait for the termites to find them and hoping that it actually works. Call a company that will do it right the first time, every time. Termites aren't the only thing coming out this spring. Give us a call for any ant, mosquito. Have you heard of the Zika virus, spider, flea, tick, or any other possible pest problem at your house? There's a reason why your neighbors use us in their homes. Give us an opportunity to earn your business as well. Give us a call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for all of your termite and pest control needs, fungus and moisture control, floor support, home additions, insurance work, mold inspections, brown recluse, or anything else. Southeastern 660-1052. That's Southeastern 660-1052.
Welcome to Jackson's original News Talk FM. The information you want to hear at the office and on the road. Jackson's News Talk 101.5 FM.
Well, the pitching change presented by the Jones family of companies, Jones Yarn and Jones Fiber, announced their new brand of Jones family of companies. Jones Fiber is now known as Jones Nonwovens. Their website is jonesfamilyco.com. They're celebrating 80 years this year. The Jones family of companies. And we got a pitching check. It's over in Humboldt, and they've got Puck Talk with Ralph the third before the game. They've got a lot going on, and we certainly appreciate their support. We've got a pitching change. Here's Coach Joe Holloway.
And coming on, number 33, a left-hander, and his name is Jay Wade. And that's not just the abbreviation. As you can see on the lineup card, Dan, everybody else has a first name.
Jay Wade, left-hander, bases loaded. And Garrett Guyman standing in there. First pitch, fouled back and out of play. It's 0-1. The Bruins, Brandon Oswald
Right to it, G.
over at first base, Logan Carey at second, and Eli Browse at third. Bottom of the 3rd inning, scoreless, USJ and FACS. Ryan Rollison on the hill for USJ. Here's the 0-1 to Guyman, downstairs. 1-1.
This kid Wade's a nice pitcher. Good change by their coach, Joe Caruso, because the other young man had just about run out of gas.
Only 1 out here for the Bruins, trying to break through in this scoreless game. Bottom of inning number 3. Big crowd on hand here at this beautiful complex at the University School of Jackson. I mean, a big crowd here.
Well, this is regional baseball here, and this is, even though it's double elimination, you want to win that first one and save your pitching.
1-1 on its way. Curveball. Thought the outside corner. 1-2.
It was a good curveball. I didn't think it came back in then. That's one of the few times I'll disagree with Jerry.
Go get him.
He is one of the best in the business on any
really
level.
is.
Jerry Marsh. 1-2 on Guyman. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Fouled. Twisting out of play down the first base line. Count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes on Garrett Guyman, the all-star catcher for USJ. Bases full of Bruins. 1 out, bottom of inning number 3. We're scoreless. USJ hosting FACS. 1-2 pitch. Popped it up. Over towards first base. Infield fly rule is in effect, and it's put away by the first baseman over there, Garrett Tranum. So that's a huge out number 2, Coach.
It really is. The infield fly rule, as you said, batters automatically out, runners advance at their own risk. Now it takes a 2-out hit, an error, a pass ball, a wild pitch, but and runners will be moving on contact, Dan.
Seth Rowling, the cleanup hitter for USJ, stands in there. He also hits from the right side against the left-handed pitching Jay Wade. Working out of the stretch with the bases jammed. First pitch, fly ball, left field, and deep. But plenty of room over there in left field to put it away. Nathan Carter caps under it and makes the catch. Bruins miss a golden opportunity to break through. We'll move to inning number 4. We're scoreless. USJ and FACS on Jackson's News Talk 101.5 and .5digital.com.
Could you do your job better without the hassle of glasses or contacts? Maybe better eyesight could help you with your new profession or your current one. Dr. David Underwood at the LASIK Center of Jackson offers Z-LASIK eye surgery to restore sharp vision. Z-LASIK is totally bladeless, all laser technology, safe and gentle. The LASIK Center of Jackson is offering free screenings and financing through Care Credit. Here's what one Z-LASIK patient says.
Hi, I'm Haley Surratt. I'm a hairstylist in Savannah. I've always wanted LASIK surgery. I was blind as a bat, so I wasn't sure if I was a candidate. When the LASIK Center ran a promotion allowing you to pay for the surgery over a 2-year period, I made an appointment to see if I was a candidate. Dr. David Underwood did my Z-LASIK surgery in October. I now see perfectly and have no problems. I've told many of my friends and customers about the great experience I had, and several have had the procedure as well.
Sharp vision, no glasses or contacts. That could be the key to success in your career. Call 668-0064 or visit LASIKofJackson.com today. Take advantage of the LASIK Center of Jackson's offer of free screenings and financing. 668-0064.
They move to the top of the 4th inning, scoreless. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification.
This is WNWS FM Jackson. News from the Associated Press brought to you by the Hughes Eye Center, the best in medical and surgical eye care. 112 Stonebridge, Jackson.
On to the 4th inning we go. FACS will send Nathan Carter up to lead off the 4th inning. First pitch, a swing and a miss. It's 0-1. We are in the top of the 4th inning. We're scoreless here in the first round of the region tournament. FACS and USJ. 0-1 pitch from Rollison. Upstairs, 1-1. And, Coach, both teams only able to eke out 1 hit apiece so far.
Yeah, not good contact by either team here.
1-1 pitch from Rollison, outside high, 2-1. Ryan Rollison is for USJ, the senior left-hander, 6'2", throws in the mid-90s, the 2-1, popped it up. Near the screen, behind the plates, and Garrett Guyman makes the play. I'm telling you, what a play that was. I lost it for a moment, Coach. It was directly behind the catcher, Garrett Guyman, and high. And the center looked back. He looked right at me and you, and then found the screen, then found the ball and made the play.
Well, he did a good job. Threw the mask away.
You won't do it any better. That was textbook there by catcher
I had
Garrett
you covered, though. That time I saw it. I did not lose that one.
1 down, and Nathan Carter, the left fielder, standing in there, hitting from the right side.
Good pitch.
First pitch was a strike. The second one, guess what? A strike. It's 0-2 on Nathan Carter. But the pitcher, Ryan Rollison for USJ. 0-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and I don't know how many that is, Coach.
That's 6.
6 strikeouts. Through 3 2/3 innings of work for Ryan Rollison. Jack Grissom, the shortstop, will stand in there with 2 gone and nobody on base. Rollison uncoils, fires. Downstairs, ball 1. So Rollison is signed to play at Ole Miss. The Major League Baseball draft is coming up shortly. Coach, how can this guy not be a first or second rounder as good as he is?
There'll be decisions to be made.
1-0, curveball called strike 1, 1-1. I've never seen anyone this good on the high school level.
He's very good, but there are also Ryan Rollisons in other states too.
Yeah. 1-1. Ball 2, 2-1. But you'd think, a left-hander with a slider, a curveball, mixes the speeds up. 2-1 pitch, swing and a miss. It's 2-2. dominates a very, very talented Division II class that's here in West Tennessee that he plays in. He's so
it
impressive.
has a lot of experienced travel ball baseball players.
The national team he's played for.
Yeah, what's going to separate this young man is he's cool under pressure, even when he gets behind. Those effortless, and there's a lot of scouts watching this young man.
That's huge, isn't it? The effort, because
really
you don't know if he's throwing a fastball or what he's throwing. The 2-2, swing and a miss. Strikeout number 7, Coach.
7.
And we move to the bottom of the 4th inning. Scoreless. USJ hosting FACS on Jackson's News Talk 101.5 and .5digital.com.
Nothing says freedom quite like getting behind the wheel of a new Ford. Let freedom ring at Gene Langley Ford's Memorial Day Savings Event going on now with massive savings. We are offering top dollar for your trade, and when we say top dollar, we mean it. What's your trade worth? We will double it.
Up to $7,000 over KBB fair market value on new Fords.
And that's not all. Gene Langley Ford will give you up to $7,000 over KBB for your trade and 0% financing for 60 months on most new Fords. At Gene Langley Ford, you'll get top dollar for your trade and 5 years interest-free. No better time than now to get behind the wheel of a new Ford and feel what true freedom is like. Don't miss out on Gene Langley Ford's Memorial Day Savings Event going on now. All month long, we are celebrating freedom the best way we know how with massive savings. Gene Langley Ford, East End Drive, Humboldt.
See dealer for complete details.
More than just the headlines. Get the real story here. Your source for news, weather, sports, and traffic. Jackson's News Talk 101.5 FM.
Leading off the bottom of the 4th inning for the Bruins
Let's go 1-5.
is shortstop Alec Harden. Scoreless here in the bottom of inning number 4. Jay Wade, the left-hander on the mound for FACS. First pitch, ball 1. My name's Dan Reaves, along with Coach Joe Holloway, who I enjoy thoroughly calling these baseball games with. 1-0 pitch. Strike 1 call. Paul Schultze, Lawson Mann, and Michael Osborne on the .5digital.com side where you can watch tonight's game. What a beautiful job they do. 1-1, downstairs, 2-1. Jonathan Greer is making it all happen from News Talk World headquarters. What a talented crew we have working with us, Coach.
We got the best right here.
2-1 pitch. Outside ball 3. Well, Richard, the narrator Barber, was awarded the Liberty Bell Freedom Award today, to his surprise, by the Jackson Bar Association in a beautiful ceremony. 3-1 pitch. Calls strike 2, full count. We had the big open house for the brand new men's dorm, men's treatment center at Aspel.
Well, congratulations to the narrator, also known as Bobby Lou.
Bobby Lou, payoff pitch, bounced it up there, and there's a leadoff walk. So Alec Harden coaxes a walk out of the pitcher, and he's on first base to lead off the bottom of inning number 4. And John Stanford will stand in there, the designated hitter.
John Stanford grounded out to second. That ball took a big hop and helped the second baseman out. And I tell you what, I wished Alex Harden had a chance to hit because he tattooed one, but a great play by the third baseman on the line drive. But he's a runner at first now.
Nobody out. First pitch way outside. Ball 1 on Stanford. We're scoreless here in the bottom of inning number 4. And a conference now between the catcher and the pitcher.
Well, they're anticipating a steal here, Dan. The other thing is I also think the pitcher and the catcher got crossed up on their signals then.
It happens, doesn't it?
Yes.
Go, John.
The Hughes Eye Center and the LASIK Center of Jackson bringing you today's game. 1-0 on Stanford's. With a runner at first, nobody out here in the scoreless bottom of the 4th inning. The 1-0 is outside. It's 2-0 on Stanford's.
Those of you watching on .5 Digital, check that lead by Harden out. He's going to get out to the cutout.
The 2-0 won't be made. Pickoff move to first base. Stamped and Harden's back easily. That's just to let him know that wasn't the ace, the big move, was it, Coach?
No, hey, I know you're there. I'm going to come back later and get you.
2-0 pitch on its way outside. Snap throw to first base. It bounced it to first base. Back safely is Harden. A nice job of the first baseman to make sure that one didn't get through to right field. He got down on one knee and knocked it down like you're supposed to over there. That's Garrett Tranum for FACS. 2-0 pitch due to Stanford. It's on its way. Or make it 3-0 pitch, and that's outside, ball 4. So the first two batters reach base via the walk here in the bottom of the 4th inning. And now Jake Overton, the second baseman, hitting from the right side of the plate, will stand in there. But first, we've got a visit to the mound in progress. Mentioned Jack Peel, the head coach for the USJ Bruins. He's a great one, and he's assisted by 2 great ones as well. Ronnie Giddens and Spencer Nelson. Well, they're some baseball men, aren't they, Coach?
They really are. All of them very knowledgeable. Also had great careers in their day as players. Now, this is one to help with the mechanics. Having to pitch out of the stretch has bothered the young left-hander. But I tell you what, there's also, again, when they call the whole infield in, they're going over how to cover this, what to do in case USJ hits and runs. Also, the possibility of the bunt is being covered. And what you want to do if you are bunting is make the third baseman field it. And the question is, do you run the wheel play and have the shortstop come over, or how you're going to cover it? You really want your pitcher to field that third base side so that your third baseman can bump back. They're going to make a change.
Pitching change in progress. Soho will take the timeout with him here. Pitching change brought to you by King Jewelers. Your Mother's Day headquarters open all day tomorrow with Grover Blue Eyes King, 16 Conrad Drive. We'll take a 60-second break and be right back. In the bottom of inning number 4, the Bruins have runners on first and second and nobody out. On Jackson's News Talk, 101.5 and .5digital.com.
Could you do your job better without the hassle of glasses or contacts? Maybe better eyesight could help you with your new profession or your current one. Dr. David Underwood at the LASIK Center of Jackson offers Z-LASIK eye surgery to restore sharp vision. Z-LASIK is totally bladeless, all laser technology, safe and gentle. The LASIK Center of Jackson is offering free screenings and financing through Care Credit. Here's what one Z-LASIK patient says.
Hi, I'm Haley Surratt. I'm a hairstylist in Savannah. I've always wanted LASIK surgery. I was blind as a bat, so I wasn't sure if I was a candidate. When the LASIK Center ran a promotion allowing you to pay for the surgery over a 2-year period, I made an appointment to see if I was a candidate. Dr. David Underwood did my Z-LASIK surgery in October. I now see perfectly and have no problems. I've told many of my friends and customers about the great experience I had, and several have had the procedure as well.
Sharp vision, no glasses or contacts. That could be the key to success in your career. Call 668-0064 or visit LASIKofJackson.com today. Take advantage of the LASIK Center of Jackson's offer of free screenings and financing. 668-0064.
Direct to your home, in your car, or at work. All your information with no satellite dish required. Jackson's News Talk, 101.5 FM.
USJ Bruin Baseball presented in part by Best One in Tire and Auto Care. 2690 Bells Highway in Jackson and 1180 South Dupree in Brownsville. Open Monday through Friday, 7 to 5, and open tomorrow and every Saturday from 7 a.m. to high noon. For more discounts and rebates, visit BestOneTireOfJackson.com. Pitching change, here's Coach Joe Holloway.
Number 10, Jacob Kerr, a right-hander. In here, it's no outs and 2 runners on.
And Jake Overton standing in there, scoring the bunts. He takes it, ball 1. So Overton stands in there with Stanford on first and Alec Harden on second. They both reach via the walk. There's nobody out. In a scoreless game, we're in the bottom of the 4th inning. The Bruins trying to break through.
And remember, Dan, you want to make that third baseman feel this bunt if you can.
1-0 to Overton. Squares the bunts, pulls the bat back, and it's outside. Ball 2, 2-0.
Let's see if the take sign's being put on by Coach Jack Peel.
Coach Peel running through the signs down there at third base.
Go, Jake. You got it. You got it, Jake.
2-0 on Jake Overton. Squares the bunt. There's a pickoff move to second base, and it gets through to center field, but not far enough to advance Harden. Coach, I think if that throws on the money, they had a chance to get Harden.
They had Harden in. He froze, and you got to go somewhere. You can't just freeze in one spot. Center fielder Mills has done a great job tonight of backing up second base.
Second time he saved an extra base. 2-0 to Overton. Squares the bunt.
There you go, Jake. There you go, Jake.
Takes it. Outside, it's 3-0.
I would be willing to bet money. Jack might cross me up in green light. This is take all the way. Get those sacks jammed and loaded.
Got to do it. 3-0 on Jake Overton. New pitcher Jacob Kerr hasn't thrown a strike yet. It still has it. That was way outside. Ball 4, and Stanford will move to second. Harden over to third. Bases are loaded as Jake Overton walks on 4 straight pitches. And now William Jones, the senior left fielder, will stand in there, hitting from the right side of the plate in a scoreless game with nobody out at the bottom of inning number 4. Can really change this game with one swing.
Flied to center last time up.
First pitch to Jones. Line drive, base hit into left field. Here comes Harden. He'll score. Stanford will stop at third base. And a line drive, RBI single into left field on the first pitch by William Jones. And the Bruins take a 1-0 lead.
Just like money. A while ago, even when he hit the one, and he hit the ball well to center field. William Jones is money at the plate.
I know Granddad is proud watching at home on point5digital.com. Ralph Jones Jr. Eli Browse will stand in there now. Base is still loaded. Nobody out. 1 run in. First pitch. A little bit high. Ball 1 on Eli Browse, who plays a very good third base. And now the pitching coach going to make a trip to the mound and have a chat with Jacob Kerr.
Yeah, Eli got hit with a pitch the last time, and I think we're going to see another change. They're going to throw it all tonight.
So Tanner Stewart going to come in there. His Kerr pitches to 1.5 batters, and he sits down. Or 2.5. So we'll take a timeout here. Another pitching change for FACS. We're in the bottom of inning number 4. It's USJ 1 and FACS nothing on Jackson's News Talk 101.5 and point5digital.com.
Nothing says freedom quite like getting behind the wheel of a new Ford. Let freedom ring at Gene Langley Ford's Memorial Day Savings Event going on now with massive savings. We are offering top dollar for your trade, and when we say top dollar, we mean it. What's your trade worth? We will double it.
Up to $7,000 over KBB fair market value on new Fords.
And that's not all. Gene Langley Ford will give you up to $7,000 over KBB for your trade and 0% financing for 60 months on most new Fords. At Gene Langley Ford, you'll get top dollar for your trade and 5 years interest-free. No better time than now to get behind the wheel of a new Ford and feel what true freedom is like. Don't miss out on Gene Langley Ford's Memorial Day Savings Event going on now. All month long, we are celebrating freedom the best way we know how with massive savings. Gene Langley Ford, East End Drive, Humboldt.
See dealer for complete details.
Jackson's News Talk leader. Jackson's News Talk leader. News Talk 101.5 FM.
Well, a pitching change presented by Garrett Plumbing and Air Conditioning, serving the Jackson area since 1955. You trust these folks. Charlie Garrett and Company, 868-4230. The website is garrettplumbingandheating.com. Here's Coach Joe Holloway with a pitching change.
And here's the freshman, number 34, Tanner Stewart. He's a right-hander, has a pretty good fastball.
Eli Browse at the plate. It's 1-0 on Eli. Bases full of Bruins. 1 runner's in, 1-0 Bruins. Bottom of inning number 4, nobody out. The 1-0, ball 2. The freshman
what you want, hit it
in
hard.
a tight spot here on the mound. Tanner Stewart, as Coach mentioned.
And he's got to watch his follow-through. Right now, the mechanics is the reason he threw that one high.
1-0 to Eli Browse, or make it 2-0. 2-0 pitch, swing and a miss.
Good cut, Eli.
That was a good pitch right there. The cut was good. I'm going to tell you what you can do with this young man. If he continues to fall off to the side, you can bunt on him because he can't field the bunt to the left side of the infield.
Coach is always thinking strategy. That's why he's coach. 2-1 on Browse. 2-1 pitch. Fly ball, shallow left field. This may not be deep enough to get the run home. And it's not. They'll stay put there. Out number 1 is Browse flies out to left field. Nathan Carter he went ahead through. It's on through to home plate, and he got a strong arm over there.
He really does have a good arm. I'm surprised they didn't have a cutoff man up there to actually cut the ball off. And you want to throw the ball right through the head of the cutoff man. Sometimes you can double a runner off.
To the top of the lineup we go for USJ. Logan Carey with the bases jammed, only 1 out. USJ's taking a 1-0 lead. We're in the bottom of inning number 4. Carey hits on the left side of the plate. First pitch in the dirt, ball 1.
Good job by Priest, the catcher. They're deep at short and second. They're going to play for 2 with the bases loaded. First is deep, but now third base, well, there's a very good chance he'll come home if it's hit to him. Carey officially 0 for 1 tonight with a walk in the third.
1-0 to Logan Carey, son of Jimmy Carey. The 1-0 bounce foul down the first base line and leaving the count of a ball and a strike. Garrett Plumbing and Air Conditioning in Jackson offers quality residential and commercial
Good guy.
HVAC.
Your kind of picture. Let's go. Big guy.
HVAC sales and installation and repair services. Family owned and operated since 1955. Garrett's Plumbing and Air Conditioning. 1-1 to Carey. Upstairs, it's 2-1, and there's no place to put him, Coach. The bases are full of Bruins.
Yeah, you're right about that, Dan. This young man's got to reach through, hold his release point a little bit. When he did that, he made one good pitch on an earlier batter.
2-1 on Logan Carey. Bases loaded, 1 out. 2-1 pitch. Upstairs, it's 3-1 on Carey. Boy, the patience by these Bruin batters, Coach.
Well, that's what it takes to be a good hitter. You work them, you have patience, and you don't bite at things that aren't strikes.
3-1. Logan Carey at the plate. Stewart fires. Fly ball, shallow left field. Out goes the shortstop. He's going to make the play for a huge out number 2. Jack Grissom. And shallow left field makes the play, so that's a big one right there. And Brandon Oswald at the plate here for USJ with 2 down and the bases loaded. USJ's missed on some opportunities tonight, Coach. They really need to take advantage of this.
And that can come back and haunt you. And the batter was already automatically out. They had gone ahead and called the infield fly rule on that.
That was legitimate infield fly rule.
It was legit.
Although it was shallow left field, unlike the Cardinals and Braves a few years ago.
Yes.
First pitch to Oswald. A little bit tight, ball 1.
I'd say right now, unless they hit an atom ball, contact with the ball rolling in the outfield is going to mean 2 because the runners will be off with the crack of the bat.
1-0 on Brandon Oswald. He's already had a good night tonight. Stewart's out of the stretch with the bases loaded. The 1-0 is outside. 2-0 on Brandon.
Let's go, Brandon. Come on, Brandon. Lead you on the bag.
It's only 1-0 USJ. Bottom of inning number 4. 2 outs and the bases loaded. Stewart fires. Oh, it hit him.
That'll get a run.
So Brandon Oswald took that one for the team. Trotting home is John Stanford with the second run of the game, and the Bruins take a 2-0 lead.
That's a big run right there.
So Oswald gets an RBI the hard way.
Come on, Garrett, have fun up there. Let's hit it strong.
Now,
hands to the ball. Hands to the ball.
A man with a lot of power, the number 3 hole hitter, catcher Garrett Guyman. Bases are jammed, 2 outs. Bottom of inning number 4. The Bruins have taken a 2-run lead here in the bottom of the 4th. Stewart fires. Little bouncing ball down the first base line. Fielded by Stewart on to first base for out number 3. So USJ does break through for 2 runs in the bottom of the 4th inning. We'll move on to inning number 5. It's the Bruins 2 and the Crusaders nothing on Jackson's News Talk 101.5 and .5digital.com.
Could you do your job better without the hassle of glasses or contacts? Maybe better eyesight could help you with your new profession or your current one. Dr. David Underwood at the LASIK Center of Jackson offers Z-LASIK eye surgery to restore sharp vision. Z-LASIK is totally bladeless, all laser technology, safe and gentle. The LASIK Center of Jackson is offering free screenings and financing through Care Credit. Here's what one Z-LASIK patient says.
Hi, I'm Haley Surratt. I'm a hairstylist in Savannah. I've always wanted LASIK surgery. I was blind as a bat, so I wasn't sure if I was a candidate. When the LASIK Center ran a promotion allowing you to pay for the surgery over a 2-year period, I made an appointment to see if I was a candidate. Dr. David Underwood did my Z-LASIK surgery in October. I now see perfectly and have no problems. I've told many of my friends and customers about the great experience I had, and several have had the procedure as well.
Sharp vision, no glasses or contacts. That could be the key to success in your career. Call 668-0064 or visit LASIKofJackson.com today. Take advantage of the LASIK Center of Jackson's offer of free screenings and financing. 668-0064.
First in news, sports, and weather. Jackson's News Talk 101.5 FM.
So let it rock, let it roll.
And back at USJ. Baseball game here. The Bruins have taken a 2-0 lead. They got 2 in the bottom of the 4th. Ryan Rollison on the mound here in the top of the 5th. He'll face Blaine Wimberly, the DH, Carson Penn, and Garrett Trainum. Now, Wimberly, who is a committee to the University of Memphis, he's a junior this year. He has great power, and he took one deep to right field earlier. And other than that, FACS has not threatened offensively, but they've had a good game plan defensively, and they have used 4 pitchers in this contest and has kept the Bruins off balance until last inning. But, of course, a big hit by William Jones got that first run in. Here's Blaine Wimberly hitting right-handed. He's the DH. Rollison winds, fires, and that one low. Ball 1. Rollison has 7 strikeouts in the contest so far. And pitch number 2 on the way. And that one a curveball for a strike. May have been the slider then. Moved more like the slider, but a good pitch. And the windup, fires. A swinging strike 2 with the count now 1-2 to Blaine Wimberly, right-handed designated hitter. On deck, Carson Penn, the right fielder. Rollison's got his sign. He comes to the plate. And looks like this one off the end of the bat. Second baseman Overton comes in. 4-3. You scored second to first for the first out of the 5th inning. Jake Overton with the big play. And I'm going to tell you what, you can't saw off a metal bat, but it was about as close as you can get to sawing one off. Here comes Carson Penn. He was a strikeout victim his first time up back in the second. He's a right-handed hitter, plays right field. Rollison winds, fires, and a swinging strike 1 for Ryan Rollison. Outfield, center fielder's about 15 steps off of dead center. Here's showing the bunt down to, and it's a good one. Let's see, and great job. Garrett Guyman pounced on it like a cat going after a mouse because that young man at the plate had deadened that bunt. And let's give him all the credit. Now, what happened? Did Rowling get spiked when the guy came by?
I don't know.
Sometimes down at first base there's some collisions, and manager Jack Peel out to check him out. But what a great play. And I'm going to tell you what, if there was contact, you have to give Seth Rowling credit for catching and holding the baseball.
Great job, 7.
Great job. But Garrett Guyman, like I said, he looked like my cat Midnight pouncing on a mouse right there after that bunt. Yeah, he's quick, and he's quicker than his dad, too. Scott, you were a good player, but I believe your son's a little quicker. 2 outs in the inning, and Garrett Trainum up to bat. He grounded out third to first, back in the 3rd inning. This is only his 2nd plate appearance. Rollison fires, and that one down Main Street for strike 1.
Go, Ryan.
2 outs in the inning. Again, not much change in the outfield. Anything, right fielders moved a step or 2 towards the right field line. Second pitch on its way. Swinging strike 2. Rollison not wasting any time, and the batter steps out to check his third base coach. Stepping back in, Rollison's got his sign. He doesn't waste any time. Coming to the plate, that one high. And that one had fastball written all over it. Release point a little bit high.
Go, Ryan.
Rollison peers in. Doesn't change that expression. 1-2 count. Pitch on the way, and he got him. There was no doubt about it.
Go, Ryan.
In the top of the 5th inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. At the end of 4 1/2 innings of play, USJ 2 and FACS nothing. Let's take a timeout on News Talk 101.5 and .5 Digital.
Hey, this is Chuck Walker with Southeastern Termite Pest Control. Don't you love the start of spring, baseball, sunshine, and termite swarms? If you haven't had your home protected by Southeastern by now, then today is the day. Swarming termites are literally trying to start new colonies every day that the temperature is above 70 degrees. Don't spend thousands of dollars getting the exact same treatment that we could do correctly for half the cost. Don't spend hundreds of dollars every year allowing bait stations around your home and wait for the termites to find them and hoping that it actually works. Call a company that will do it right the first time, every time. Termites aren't the only thing coming out this spring. Give us a call for any ant, mosquito. Have you heard of the Zika virus, spider, flea, tick, or any other possible pest problem at your house? There's a reason why your neighbors use us in their homes. Give us an opportunity to earn your business as well. Give us a call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for all of your termite and pest control needs, fungus and moisture control, floor support, home additions, insurance work, mold inspections, brown recluse, or anything else. Southeastern 660-1052. That's Southeastern 660-1052.
Keeping you informed, alerted, and entertained. We're Jackson's News Talk, 101.5 FM.
Well, Coach got to say his favorite thing. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on base.
Absolutely. You got to roll that out. That's copycat of some of the great announcers, but it comes off so easy like that. And I thank Ryan Rollison for that inning.
He did well, didn't he, Coach?
Yes, he did.
On to the 6th. What are we at? The 5th inning?
We're in the bottom of the 5th with a 2-0 lead for the Bruins. You should have seen Garrett Guyman pounce on a bunt. It was just like I said, like my cat Midnight pouncing on a mouse.
He is cat-like behind that plate. So in the bottom of the 5th inning we go. And Seth Rowling will lead off. He plays first base. He's another really good one for USJ. He'll face the freshman Tanner Stewart. The Bruins lead it 2-0. First pitch is downstairs, ball one. USJ with 2 runs in the bottom of inning number 4. And that's all the runs so far in this game.
Yep.
Only 2 hits for the Bruins, only 1 hit off the bat of the Crusader. The 1-0, swing and a miss.
Good cut, Seth.
It's
Good
1-1.
Seth had a good cut then, dropped his shoulder just a little bit. This young man's more effective when he keeps the ball down low and then lets his release point be later.
1-1. Fly ball down the right field line. Twisting foul. Down its line, 320. Down the line in right field. Same thing in left field. About 330, 340 in the power alleys. 350, 360 straightaway center field here. It's this beautiful ballpark, the home of the Bruins, on the beautiful campus of the University School of Jackson. The best in athletics and the best in academics. What a school it is.
Yes.
1-2, fouled back and out of play. Spring practice saw the Bruins football team with Rusty Bradley, the new head coach, out there working a little bit this afternoon.
They're looking good, too, over there.
1-2 on first baseman Seth Rowling. The 1-2 is outside, 2-2.
Seth gets hold of one. Good, strong young man. He's 0 for 2, but he's flied out to the outfield both times.
Yeah. Stewart uncoils, fires high. Ball 3, and a run to count full.
Good piece of discipline at the plate. He wanted that pitch, but that was not a good one for him to hit. He laid off of it.
Payoff pitch due to Rowling. Stewart fires, fouled away. Behind home plate, that one will make it into the Bruin dugouts. Well, I mean, it's a jam-packed stadium here.
Go, Seth. Go, Seth.
Payoff pitch. Stewart fires. Popped him up on the infield. First baseman asked for it and just into foul territory, just inside of first base. Will put it away for out number 1. So Rolling's gone. And stepping to the plate is Alec Harden.
And Alec scored the first run. He got on by a walk back in the 4th. He is 0 for 1. He had that tremendous line drive that the third baseman Wimberly caught.
First pitch swinging, fouls it back and out of play.
Right now, Dan, the Bruin hitter's just a little behind the big right-hander Tanner Stewart.
Shortstop, Alec Harden.
Harden gets to the right side of the plate. Stewart's 0-1 pitch is on the outside corner. Ball strike 2.
Now, Dan, with 0-2, you got to guard that plate and make sure that you make contact.
You can watch the game tonight at point5digital.com. 0-2 is in the dirt. 1 and 2. Just log on to spell out the word point, P-O-I-N-T, point, and the number 5, point5digital.com. Mouse across sports, top of the page, get a drop-down box, then click on high school sports and USA baseball. Harden flies one to center field straight away for out number 1. Out there in center field, he was been active tonight. Tyler Mills puts it away. So that'll bring to the plate John Stanford. John is the designated hitter tonight. I still think I said out number 1. It's out number 2, isn't it, Coach?
It's 2.
Stanford digs in. Stewart fires. Strike 1 call.
Yeah, Stewart's got a little juice on the ball.
Yeah.
Stanford scored the second run in the 4th inning. He's officially 0 for 1. He had walked in the 4th, grounded to second base in the 2nd.
0-1 pitch, swing and a miss, curveball. Got him to chase it. The freshman, Tanner Stewart, has pitched well since coming in, Coach.
It really does, and that was his best curveball of any of his curves.
0-2 pitch in the dirt. 1 and 2. This game brought to you in part by Southeastern Termite Pest Control and Service Company. 660-1052 for that free home inspection. The 1-2 upstairs, 2 and 2. Spiders are really bad right now. Brown recluses are coming out. Black widows, you name it. Have Southeastern come out. Last thing you need is a spider bite on the end of your nose. 2-2 pitch.
Way to hang.
Popped
Way to
it back
battle, John.
And out of play. 660-1052, the free home inspection from the people you trust at Southeastern Termite Pest Control and Service Company. They really get the job done, don't they, Coach?
They do a great job. Call them quick. Don't hesitate.
2 and 2. Popped it up down the first base line. First baseman settles under it, puts it away.
Good defense.
Round number 3. So Stanford pops out to first base. We'll move to the 6th inning when we come back. It's USJ, the Bruins 2, and the FACS Crusaders nothing. On Jackson's News Talk, 101.5 and point5digital.com.
When you step into King Jewelers, you're stepping into a family-owned business in the heart of Jackson. With nearly 30 years of experience, let Grover King set you up with estate jewelry or the amazing Citizen Echo Drive watch, as well as custom-designed jewelry. King Jewelers buys gold and silver, offers Rolex repair, as well as watch and jewelry repair. Check out the selection of gemstone jewelry and diamond stud earrings. Store hours are Monday through Friday, 9:30 till 5:30 and 10 till 2 on Saturday. King Jewelers, 16 Conrad Drive in Jackson.
You know the temperature in your home. You should. If your system isn't operating properly, you can't stay cool in the steaming summer months that are to come. That's where Garrett Plumbing and Heating Company can help. With years of experience, Garrett services and repairs residential customers. They also provide estimates on new installations. Quality is job one at Garrett. Call 668-3339 and let Garrett Plumbing and Heating and Air go to work for you today.
The latest news, hottest talk. Jackson's News Talk, 101.5 FM.
On to the 6th inning we go. USJ with a 2-0 lead over FACS. First pitch is swing and a miss. Strike one called. Second baseman Nick Sharp leading off here for FACS, Coach.
Yes, Nick was up the last time, and he popped up to the third baseman. He'll show bunt, left-handed hitter with an open stance. Steps out of the box when he strides, though.
1-1 now on Sharp. The 1-1 pitch. Check swing, but he went around. He tried to check it. That's a strike. It's 1-2 on Sharp. Ryan Rollison cruising here with a one-hitter in the sixth inning. The 1-2 swing and a miss.
Good job.
Another strikeout, Coach.
And that's number 9.
Boy, this kid is just awesome. Ryan Rollison. Tyler Mills, the center fielder, hitting from the right side, will stand in there with one gone in the top of the sixth inning. 2-0 USJ. 2 runs in the fourth. First pitch, 95-mile-an-hour fastball inside, ball 1.
And Mills is the young man that had the double right down the left field line. You couldn't have rolled it any more down the line.
Only hit of the day. The 1-0 fastball. Blew it right by him. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
Now this kid off the plate a little bit gives him a little bit better chance to hit Ryan's pitches.
1-1 pitch. Fly ball right field and deep, but not deep enough. Oswald settles under it and puts it away for out number 2. That'll bring Blake Wembley to the plate, the third baseman, with 2 gone and nobody on base. You know, when I've noticed when Ryan Rollison pitches, Coach, if the opposing team even puts it in play, the dugout really goes crazy saying, wow.
Yes, they do.
That's how good he is.
He really is good.
Rollison uncoils, fires, curveball, stayed outside, ball 1. In a great relationship with catcher Garrett Guyman and pitcher Ryan Rollison. That's so important.
They've been together for a long time.
1-0, slider, caught the inside corner, called strike one.
You know, he comes so quick, and he's got the quick slider. I know a lot of batters try to crowd the plate on him, but you got to have room to extend your arms and get that bat head out there.
1-1 pitch, Rollison fires in the dirt. Oh, that caught the umpire. Shin guards and all.
I like that two-step by Jerry Marsh then. Yeah. We'll get him on the road show dancing.
He said, you can't touch this. Well, like MC Hammer dancing around. And look, Garrett Guyman returns the favor for the umpire, and he goes out and talks with Ryan Rollison to give his umpire time to shake it off, just like the umpire did for him earlier in the game.
Well, those are nice things to do when you play.
2-1 on Blake Wembley. 2 gone, nobody on base. Top of the sixth inning for FACS. Rollison's 2-1. Beautiful curveball, swing and a miss, strike 2. Best One Tire, 2690 Bells Highway in Jackson, 1180 South Dupree in Brownsville. Bringing you USJ Bruin baseball. Open tomorrow from 7 to noon. 2-2, struck him out looking.
Good job, Ryan, good job.
Beautiful fastball, and down goes FACS in the 6th. We'll move on to the bottom of the 6th inning. The Bruins lead this game 2-0 here in the first round of the region tournament on Jackson's News Talk, 101.5 and .5digital.com.
Nothing says freedom quite like getting behind the wheel of a new Ford. Let freedom ring at Gene Langley Ford's Memorial Day Savings Event going on now with massive savings. We are offering top dollar for your trade, and when we say top dollar, we mean it. What's your trade worth? We will double it.
Up to $7,000 over KBB fair market value on new Fords.
And that's not all. Gene Langley Ford will give you up to $7,000 over KBB for your trade and 0% financing for 60 months on most new Fords. At Gene Langley Ford, you'll get top dollar for your trade and 5 years interest-free. No better time than now to get behind the wheel of a new Ford and feel what true freedom is like. Don't miss out on Gene Langley Ford's Memorial Day Savings Event going on now. All month long, we are celebrating freedom the best way we know how with massive savings. Gene Langley Ford, East End Drive, Humboldt.
See dealer for complete details.
The the most expensive morning show in town.
The story of your success is an inspiration to young people all over the world.
Daybreak, 6 to 8 on News Talk 101.5 FM. Get your money's worth.
USJ Bruin Baseball being presented by King Jewelers. Your Mother's Day headquarters open tomorrow, 16B Conway Drive, family owned and operated by Gene Langley Ford, another family owned and operated business, 3500 Easton Drive in Humboldt. Garrett's Plumbing and Air Conditioning, another family owned business right here in Jackson. Call 868-4230. The LASIK Center of Jackson and the Hughes Eye Center, another family-owned business. How about that, Coach? We're on a roll here.
We sure are.
And Jones Family of Companies, another family-owned business, a leader in recycling and sustainability. Jones Companies supplying yarn solutions since 1936 over in Humboldt, and they've got plants all over the place. Leading off for USJ in the bottom of the sixth inning is second baseman Jake Overton. He fouls the first one back to the screen. It's 0-1. The 0-1 is outside. And the right hand of pitcher Tanner Stewart for FACS, Coach.
Jake walked his last time up, struck out back in the second.
1-1 on Jake. 1-1 pitch upstairs, 2-1. The freshman Tanner Stewart for FACS pitched well since he came in. The legendary athletic director is Philip Spain. We'll tell you about him in a moment. 2-1 pitch, outside 3-1. He's the brother of a man that's well known, Mark from Milan. Philip Spain built really the football program at FACS. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Lined right fielder, right at the right fielder. He'll put it away for out number one. But Philip Spain just a legend at FACS. He's from Milan, but he made his name there in Memphis, didn't he?
He sure did. What a great guy, and knows sports. He's the athletic director, and he's on top of everything. Supports his teams, played for Bill Robertson before John Tucker at Milan.
Yeah.
See it all the way.
William Jones was standing there with one gone and nobody on base. He had an RBI single in the fourth inning for the Bruins. First pitch just inside. Mentioned the Jones family of companies. This man's grandfather started
your pitch.
Ralph Jones Jr. watching it at home tonight. Hello there, Mr. Jones. 1-0 on William. 1-0 pitch. Nearly hit him again. It's inside. 2-0.
Yeah, but here comes the coach, and we may make a pitching change. It'd be interesting to see if Coach Peel, as hot a hitter as William Jones is, green lights him.
I think William is 8 for his last 11. That's hot, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
That classifies as hot. Meeting of the minds on the mound that'll give us time to mention our friends over at Gene Langley Ford in Humboldt. John and Gene and Richards. Family business. They keep the overhead very low. They say we'll meet or beat any deal because of that low overhead. 3500 Easton Drive. You can view the inventory and shop online at GeneLangleyFord.com. As Jerry Morris breaks up the meeting on the mound, he said, okay, guys, what are you going to do? We're going to play some baseball. So we're back at it.
Well, after talking about that, they had to decide where they're going to eat pizza after the game.
I think so.
Yeah.
Marco's, I
right.
recommend. So 2-0 on William Jones. Tanner Stewart stays in there, the right-hander. Uncoils, fires, down low. 3-0 on William. One out, bottom of sixth inning. The Bruins with a 2-0 lead. Here's a 3-0 pitch, taken all the way. Inside, ball four. William reaches base once again.
And that makes him 1 for 2 officially. And, hey, the Bruins could get something going with one out. Eli Browse was hit by a pitch in the third and flied to left field in the fourth.
Eli Browse plays third base and plays it well for the Bruins. Hits him the right side. William Jones, the speedster at first base with one out for the Bruins. Stewart working from the stretch, fires. Fly ball, shallow left field. Out goes the shortstop. He'll call off the left fielder and put it away for out number 2. that Jack Grissom is a good shortstop, isn't he, for FACS?
He really does a great job of getting back there and patrolling that, and that's a good catch. It's almost impossible for the third baseman to make that catch.
To the top of the lineup we go. Logan Carey with one, we'll make it two gone, and William Jones on first base for USJ. Bottom of the sixth inning, 2-0 Bruins. First round of the region playoffs. Carey takes the first one upstairs, ball one.
Very patient young man for the first time since I've seen him without a hit. 0 for 2 tonight.
Go, Logan.
Hitting over 500 for the season. He is a tough out. 1-0 on Logan Carey. Stewart steps off the rubber. Chases William Jones back to first base. LASIK Center of Jackson offering Z-LASIK eye surgery with Chief LASIK Surgeon Dr. Underwood. Easy term financing. If you're ready to wait bye-bye to those glasses and those contact lenses, visit LASIKofJackson.com. 2-0 now on Logan Carey. Oh, we got a balk here. We got a balk as William Jones. As the pitcher, Tanner Stewart, for the first time tonight, looked like a freshman. He got off his rhythm and started to work out of the windup and realized Jones was at first base, and he stopped his motion. Easy call for Chad Goff, a balk, and William Jones will move to second base, and this is maybe all for Tanner Stewart. And it is. Second visit of the inning by the coach. We'll have a pitching change. We'll step aside and be back in 60 seconds on Jackson's News Talk, 101.5 and .5digital.com.
Could you do your job better without the hassle of glasses or contacts? Maybe better eyesight could help you with your new profession or your current one. Dr. David Underwood at the LASIK Center of Jackson offers Z-LASIK eye surgery to restore sharp vision. Z-LASIK is totally bladeless, all laser technology, safe and gentle. The LASIK Center of Jackson is offering free screenings and financing through Care Credit. Here's what one Z-LASIK patient says.
Hi, I'm Haley Surratt. I'm a hairstylist in Savannah. I've always wanted LASIK surgery. I was blind as a bat, so I wasn't sure if I was a candidate. When the LASIK Center ran a promotion allowing you to pay for the surgery over a 2-year period, I made an appointment to see if I was a candidate. Dr. David Underwood did my Z-LASIK surgery in October. I now see perfectly and have no problems. I've told many of my friends and customers about the great experience I had, and several have had the procedure as well.
Sharp vision, no glasses or contacts. That could be the key to success in your career. Call 668-0064 or visit LASIKofJackson.com today. Take advantage of the LASIK Center of Jackson's offer of free screenings and financing. 668-0064.
Hey, this is Chuck Walker with Southeastern Termite Pest Control. Don't you love the start of spring, baseball, sunshine, and termite swarms? If you haven't had your home protected by Southeastern by now, then today is the day. Swarming termites are literally trying to start new colonies every day that the temperature is above 70 degrees. Don't spend thousands of dollars getting the exact same treatment that we could do correctly for half the cost. Don't spend hundreds of dollars every year allowing bait stations around your home and wait for the termites to find them and hoping that it actually works. Call a company that will do it right the first time, every time. Termites aren't the only thing coming out this spring. Give us a call for any ant, mosquito. Have you heard of the Zika virus, spider, flea, tick, or any other possible pest problem at your house? There's a reason why your neighbors use us in their homes. Give us an opportunity to earn your business as well. Give us a call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for all of your termite and pest control needs, fungus and moisture control, floor support, home additions, insurance work, mold inspections, brown recluse, or anything else. Southeastern 660-1052. That's Southeastern 660-1052.
When you need to know,
I know. I know. Yeah, I know.
there's only one place to go.
Yeah, I know. I do. I do too.
Get in the know.
It's what I need to know.
Information you need to know on News Talk 101.5 FM.
Back to action here. 3-0 on Logan Carey. 3-0 pitch. Line drive into right field, a base hit. Rounding third base is William Jones. He's racing towards home plate. He'll score. Rounding second, headed to third is Carey. He'll slide in as safely as Logan Carey takes a 3-0 pitch into the right field corner for a triple and an RBI as the Bruins take a 3-0 lead.
Dan, I'm going to have to score that one as a single and a two-base error. But what's important is that third run. That puts more pressures back on the FACS for the top of the seventh when they do get in here.
Now the dangerous Brandon Oswald stands in there with Logan Carey on third with 2 outs. Swing and a miss, strike 1. And we got a new pitcher. Here's Coach Joe Holloway.
And it is the right-hander Tyler Mills. He was your center fielder who has hustled and done such a great job out there in center field.
Oswald hitting from the left side of the plate. He's a switch hitter. The 0-1 is outside. 1-1 on Brandon. His dad was a star player at Mississippi State. 1-1, curveball. Bounce down to third base line. Slow roller. Going to have to hurry. He can't get him.
Let it go,
and the
Logan.
throw
Good
gets
job.
away. Oswald will head to second. He'll round second, digging towards third. Here's the throw. Not in time. He slides it in safely. And Logan Carey scores on the play. And the Bruins take a 4-0 lead.
And again, score that as a single and a 2-base error.
Oswald put the pressure on the third baseman to have to hurry. Wembley couldn't make the throw.
Let's go, 7. Keep it going.
And Oswald took third base on it as Carey scored. And now Oswald is on third base. And here's Garrett Guyman lining it to center field, but a shoestring catch out there by the center fielder to put that one away and end the inning. But the damage is done as the Bruins push across 2 more runs. We'll head to the 7th and final inning, barring extras, of course. And USJ leading 4-0 on Jackson's News Talk, 101.5 and .5digital.com.
You know the temperature in your home. You should. If your system isn't operating properly, you can't stay cool in the steaming summer months that are to come. That's where Garrett Plumbing and Heating Company can help. With years of experience, Garrett services and repairs residential customers. They also provide estimates on new installations. Quality is job one at Garrett. Call 668-3339 and let Garrett Plumbing and Heating and Air go to work for you today.
When you step into King Jewelers, you're stepping into a family-owned business in the heart of Jackson. With nearly 30 years of experience, let Grover King set you up with estate jewelry or the amazing Citizen Echo Drive watch, as well as custom-designed jewelry. King Jewelers buys gold and silver, offers Rolex repair, as well as watch and jewelry repair. Check out the selection of gemstone jewelry and diamond stud earrings. Store hours are Monday through Friday, 9:30 till 5:30 and 10 till 2 on Saturday. King Jewelers, 16 Conrad Drive in Jackson.
We're not just another radio station. We're your radio station. Jackson's News Talk, 101.5 FM.
On to the 7th inning we go. 4-0 USJ. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification.
This is WNWS FM Jackson. News from the Associated Press brought to you by the Hughes Eye Center, the best in medical and surgical eye care. 112 Stonebridge, Jackson.
My name's Dan Reaves, along with Coach Joe Holloway. Jonathan Greer producing and directing. You can watch this game at .5digital.com. Paul Schulze, Lawson Man, Michael Osborne with our production company, Worthy Road Studios. Leading off the 7th inning for FACS is the left fielder, Nathan Carter, hitting from the right side of the plate against left-handed fireballer, Ryan, and I'm telling you, when I say fireballer, I mean it, Ryan Rollison. Only 1 hit tonight, and it was a bouncing ball. That's the only thing between Rollison and another perfect game in the making.
You're right about that, Dan Reeves. As always.
No walks. I mean, he's just brilliant, isn't
He's
he?
a machine, but he's smooth. Smooth as silk and better than milk.
1-2 now after the foul. Back to the screen on Carter. Rollison uncoils, fires, curveball, stays outside. 2-2.
Go, Ryan. Get this first batter.
Well, he is just so incredible. 10 strikeouts, right, Coach?
Yes, 10 strikeouts.
2-2 outside. Runs the count full on the leadoff man, Nathan Carter. High school baseball goes 7 innings. That's regulation. And we're in the top of the 7th. First round region playoffs. Payoff pitch. Bounce to third. Scooped up by Browse over to first base in time for out number one. Eli Browse made that one look easy.
He's steady. He's had the great play earlier tonight on the bunt. Remember that one?
Yep.
He also has fielded another bunt and made a great play out of it. What a man. Coming up now, Priest is 0 for 2. He struck out his last time up.
Matthew Priest hitting from the right side. First pitch, beautiful curveball. Just downstairs, I guess, ball one. Oh, that was a wicked curveball. 1-0. 1-0 upstairs, 2-0 on Matthew Priest. 4-0 USJ. 2 runs in the fourth and 2 in the sixth. 2-0. Hear that mid pop is 3-0. That was upstairs.
It was upstairs. That's at number one. Now that's just this second time he's been behind 3-0. Came back and got the last one. You do not want Wimberley to come back to the plate though tonight.
He's tough. 3-0 on Nathan, or make that Matthew Priest. 3-0 upstairs. First walk of the game issued by Ryan Rollison. That will bring the cleanup hitter Jack Grissom to the plate with 1 out. Priest on first base. 4-0. It's a double elimination bracket here in the region tournament, right, Coach?
That is absolutely correct, but USJ wants to win and play here tomorrow.
First pitch, curveball, and a beauty. Caught the outside corner, strike one.
Yeah, right now, Ryan Rollison either wants to strike out or the pitcher's friend, the double play.
Rollison working out of the stretch. The 0-1, another curveball, swing and a miss. 0-2.
Go, Bruins. Go,
What
Bruins.
a gorgeous pitch.
Yes, it was.
Keith Hatchett and his dad Tommy Hatchett in the stands tonight. 0-2, fastball upstairs. Ball 1, 1-2. We'll be there at Robinson Toyota tomorrow from 10 to noon, and then over at Mobile Nation from noon to 2. No rest for the weary. 1-2. Curveball, caught him looking. Strikeout number 11. What a gorgeous pitch from Ryan Rollison.
And that's 11 strikeouts, and it froze me that time, Dan, and I'm not even playing.
He's that good. Blake Wimberley, the designated hitter, will stand in there now with 1 gone. Or is that out number 2? It is.
2 outs.
And a runner on first. Curveball, high, ball 1.
You don't want to throw him that one at that spot. Even though it was a curve, that's in his wheelhouse.
Scoreboard is a beautiful thing here, but then out the 0-1 is, or 1-0, pardon me, swing and a miss, 1-1. When it goes to 2 outs, it looks like it's 8 outs, doesn't it? Or maybe it's just my eyes. I need to get back to see Dr. Hughes. 1-1 on Wimberley. Running on first base, 2 outs. The 1-1 inside, 2-1. The Bruins win today. They play here tomorrow. It's 6. And, Coach, you told me who they play, and I forget.
Okay, you will play probably Fayette Academy. They
That's
lost
right.
that game.
2-1. Curveball, beautiful curve. Called as strike 2, caught the inside corner. Rollison has only given up 1 hit. He's only issued 1 base on balls. He's faced 2 batters over the minimum. 2-2. Down to the last strike for FACS. Rollison fires. He struck him out looking. Oh, beautiful curveball. And Wimberley goes down looking. And the Bruins win it. Final score, USJ 4 and FACS nothing. We'll take a
plainclothes officers waited until
4 minutes timeout.
Custody, and that's what they did.
This is AP Radio
Well,
News.
pardon me, AP News. But we'll get with the AP in just a little bit. But we'll take a 4-minute timeout. We'll come back and tie this one off. USJ wins it 4-0 on Jackson's News Talk, 101.5 and .5 digital.